Our next item is a proclamation in recognition of A Grateful Nation Remembers. Over the last few days, Pastor Ciociola and his crew have continued to produce a very meaningful, I guess it would be a tribute and an honor to that coincides with Memorial Day. So if the council could join me up front, I have a proclamation on our behalf to present to Pastor Ciociola. Okay, please welcome Pastor Michael Ciociola. I see he brought some of his people with him as well. Whereas on Memorial Day, we pause in solemn gratitude to pay tribute to the brave patriots who laid down their lives defending peace and freedom while in military service to our great nation. We set aside this day to honor their sacrifice, remind all Americans of the tremendous price of our precious liberty. In 1992, Michael A. Ciociola, lead pastor at Calvary Christian Center, began Memorial Day ceremonies to provide his congregation and our community an avenue to pay honor and tribute to veterans and military personnel who have paid the price for freedoms we as Americans enjoy today. Calvary Christian Center members provide set design, construction, and actors. Over 200 church members participate in the ceremonies. Many Beale Air Force Base airmen volunteer for the construction and community assistance for the Freedom Heroes Outdoor Memorial, train medical reenactors, and erect the Alaskan tent for the Afghanistan Field Hospital. The memorial display has developed throughout the years, capturing the tributes and dedications of our great fallen heroes. 1994, Vietnam Wall, consisting of 3 panels. 1995, Tomb of the Unknown Soldier was added. 1996, Vietnam Bearcat Field Hospital was added, 2 panels added to the Vietnam Wall. 2001, present 6-panel Vietnam Wall constructed. 2002, 9/11 tribute added for the firemen in the Twin Towers. 2003, War on Terror tribute, tumbling of the Saddam Hussein statue. 2004, War on Terror tribute, honor current military personnel. 2005, War on Terror tribute, Iraqi voters, the moving wall on display. 2006, War on Terror tribute, salute to the fallen, Freedom's Hero War on Terror memorial constructed in the East Park area. And there's more. 2007, tribute at Arlington, 4 panels added to the Freedom's Heroes Memorial. 2008, to present, panels added annually as needed. As of 2021, a total of 21 panels. 2015, an Afghanistan Field Hospital added. Yuba City citizens and Americans throughout the United States live in the freedom because of the sacrifices made by those who have served and by those who continue to serve. Now, therefore, it be resolved that I, Mark Boomgarden, Mayor of the City of Yuba City, on behalf of our entire City Council, do hereby recognize A Grateful Nation Remembers and Michael Ciociola for their contributions to create this exhibit for all of our community to come and pay their respects for those fallen soldiers on Memorial Day. And I might add, there's people coming from across the United States. It's not just our community. Vice Mayor.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Pastor, we can't say thank you enough as a veteran. And I'm trying not to do this, but I lost my father a few weeks ago. And he served in Vietnam. And there's a lot of healing that went on at these services because our Vietnam vets came home, not to such a great welcome. And it wasn't what we had when I served in Desert Storm. So to you, congregation that's here, to my council for honoring my request to honor you, thank you so much, sir, for everything you do.
An honor to serve those who serve us. Those, of course, that we memorialize every year at Memorial Day weekend. It's far more than just a long weekend. It's a time to be grateful and remember freedom is not free. It's also a time to recognize the fact that people are still vigilant in protecting us and watching out for us every single day. We get to do what we're doing in this room. We can debate, we can talk about issues, we can pass resolutions, make policy, all because we're a free people, because of those people who are willing to stand on that line and protect the right for every citizen to do what you're doing here tonight. I want to thank the City Council, Mayor, Vice Mayor, and all of you, but I would be remiss to not mention the fact that this is not something I do by myself. My wife and I had a dream to do this many years ago. She is the daughter of a World War II veteran who saw action in the South Pacific and things he didn't want to talk about when he came home. My daughter, who has traveled the world, working with the Billy Graham Association, she's an audio specialist. I've got a great technician to help me with things that are very important to do today. My son, who's my senior associate, Michael, Pastor Michael, and he's got creative abilities and skills to put pen to paper and make those things that we do on Memorial Day weekend come to life, absolutely live among us. My daughter-in-law, and they're all here. Some of them are here. My daughter didn't make it up, but most of them are. My daughter-in-law, whose father was a full bird colonel in the United States Air Force, retired, and he was the driving force behind Global Hawk, which is stationed right out here at Beale Air Force Base. When we first came to Yuba City, California, it had been my desire for many, many years to interface with our military as best we could. And lo and behold, we have one of the greatest military bases in America right here in our backyard. Right. They're family to us. We should always treat them with honor and respect and be appreciative of all that they're doing to make sure we remain safe in the United States of America. So in addition to my family and those that are around us in my office and the team that we have assembled that are all in making good things happen, over 200 volunteers that are out there in this heat sweating and taking things apart and putting them back. I have to pay tribute to all the people that make this possible, to a church board that says, we stand with you and we'll help you fulfill the mission that God's called you to fulfill. So once again, thanks to the team. And if anyone deserves a round of applause, it's the team that deserves that, because it would never happen without people helping us. So take a moment and say thanks to them, because they're fantastic people.
Before you take off, before we take a picture, I know you have some other ceremonies coming up. I heard about those yesterday. Would you mind sharing those with us?
Sure. For those of you that love our Constitution and have taken time to read what it says about your liberties and freedoms, for those of you that might understand that the bedrock of America is our Constitution, our Declaration of Independence, and those founders that used biblical principles to put together the greatest and freest nation on this planet. This coming 4th of July, just prior to that, the Sunday before that, we're having Rick Green from Wall Builders out of Texas. He's a constitutional expert. If you've got any questions about the Constitution and what our founders intended, you will have them answered at that meeting on that Sunday at 10 a.m. And then later in the year, going into September, you know, this is the 20th anniversary of 9/11. And the Sunday before 9/11, we are going to be taking the time to commemorate that turning point in America's history. We will be honoring our law enforcement, our fire department, our EMT folk, the people who serve us in our local community every single day and night. And I'm bringing out to speak and share his story Stanley Pramath. Stanley is one of only 4 who survived above the strike zone in Tower 1 when those towers were hit and collapsed. He's got a story that literally will spellbind you when you hear him tell how God protected him when that tower fell. It's an amazing testament to what God can do and the goodness of God in people's lives. So you might want to mark those times and think about being a part of those ceremonies.
Thank you for that, Pastor C. Now the photo op.